Have you ever found yourself lying awake, your heart heavy with worry, asking, is anyone truly listening? In those quiet hours, when the world seems asleep and still, our fears can feel so loud, filling the spaces meant for peace. The night wraps around us like a heavy blanket, amplifying our anxieties and doubts. And in those moments, it's easy to feel isolated, as if the weight of the world rests solely on our shoulders. We may wonder if our cries for help are heard, or if we are simply whispering into the void. Sometimes we carry our burdens alone, believing we must be strong, resilient, untouched by weakness. Society often praises stoicism and independence, urging us to be self-sufficient. Yet, in this pursuit of strength, we may overlook a profound truth. Vulnerability is not a weakness, but a doorway to divine connection. It is in our moments of desperation that we can discover the love and support that surrounds us, often hidden from our sight. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast ocean, feeling the pull of the tides beneath your feet. Each wave is a reminder of the struggles you face, washing over you, tugging at your heart. Yet, as the tide recedes, it reveals a treasure trove of shells and stones, hidden beauties that were always there, waiting to be uncovered. Similarly, in the depths of our worries, God offers us the promise of hope and comfort. If only we can open our hearts, we can find solace in His presence. When the night seems endless, remember that you are never truly alone. The gentle whisper of love from the divine is always there, ready to cradle your spirit. It is said in the scriptures, "Cast all your anxiety on Him because He cares for you." 1 Peter 5:7. This passage invites us to surrender our burdens, to lay them at His feet, knowing that He hears every silent prayer, every unvoiced cry. Just as a parent instinctively knows when their child is in distress, so does God know our hearts intimately, understanding our fears and worries even before we articulate them. Consider the story of Hagar, a woman who felt utterly abandoned and alone in the wilderness. Pregnant and desperate, she cried out to God, feeling invisible and forgotten. Yet, in her darkest moment, the Lord spoke to her, assuring her that He saw her, that she was valued and loved. This profound encounter transformed her despair into hope, reminding us that even in our loneliness, God is ever present, always attentive. In moments of deep sorrow, when we feel like our tears are endless and our worries insurmountable, let us remember the power of community. We are designed for connection, created to share our burdens with one another. In the spirit of love, we find strength. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, who reflect God's light in your life. Share your fears and allow others to support you, just as you would for them. There is beauty in vulnerability, in allowing others to step into our struggles and walk alongside us. As we navigate through our challenges, let us practice gratitude. When we shift our focus from what weighs us down to the blessings surrounding us, we invite peace into our hearts. Start small. Acknowledge the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter of a loved one, or the comfort of a shared meal. These moments of gratitude can illuminate even the darkest of nights, reminding us of the divine love that is always present. So, the next time you find yourself lying awake, heavy with worry, pause and breathe. Allow the stillness of the night to envelop you and remind you of God's presence. Speak your fears aloud, knowing they are heard. Open your heart to the divine love that is always listening, always ready to embrace you. You are cherished, you are loved, and you are never alone. In every struggle, remember, I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Matthew 28:20. Let this promise guide you, bringing you peace in the midst of turmoil. The gentle truth awaits you, ready to bring comfort and assurance. Embrace it and let it lead you to a place of hope and healing. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with stones, each one representing a worry, a fear, or a moment of doubt. Each stone is unique. Some are large and heavy, while others are smaller, but still add to the weight. Over time, this burden can feel impossible to bear. Yet we continue forward, day after day, weighed down by our anxieties and insecurities, often feeling utterly alone. Consider the worries that accumulate over time. Perhaps it's the anxiety about tomorrow, the uncertainty of your future, or the heartache stemming from a broken relationship. These struggles are real, and they are hard, and they can make the journey of life feel unbearable at times. The burden of uncertainty can cloud your mind, leading to sleepless nights and restless days. You might find yourself questioning your decisions, wondering if you're on the right path, or if you've made choices that will haunt you for years to come. Each worry, each fear, adds another stone to that already heavy backpack, making it harder to stand tall and face the world. In a world that often feels isolating, it's easy to forget that we're not alone in our struggles. Many people around us carry similar burdens, even if they are not visible on the surface. We often put on a brave face, pretending that everything is okay, while internally battling our own demons. You may walk into a room filled with friends, laughter, and joy, yet feel like you're on the outside looking in, struggling to connect, trapped within your own thoughts and worries. The weight of those stones can feel suffocating, pushing you deeper into solitude. But what if you could take off that backpack, even just for a moment? What if you could unburden yourself and lay those stones down? The good news is that you don't have to carry that weight alone. There is a loving presence that stands ready to help you, to walk alongside you on this journey. In moments of despair, when the stones feel too heavy to lift, turning towards this divine companionship can be a source of strength and comfort. Imagine reaching out and feeling a warm embrace, a gentle reminder that you are loved, cherished, and never truly alone. This love offers a refuge, a safe space where you can voice your fears and worries without judgment. You can pour out your heart and lay bare your soul, revealing the hidden stones you've carried for so long. In that vulnerable space, something beautiful can happen. The burden begins to lighten. The stones, once weighing you down, are transformed into opportunities for healing and growth. As you learn to release each worry, you might discover new perspectives on your challenges. What once felt insurmountable can become a path towards understanding and resilience. Those heavy stones of fear and doubt can be reshaped into stepping stones towards hope and healing. Each moment of surrender allows you to step further into the light, illuminating the path ahead with possibilities you never thought possible. Perhaps you'll find that your worries about tomorrow begin to dissipate as you cultivate a deeper trust in the divine plan for your life. The uncertainty of your future can transform into a place of faith, where you believe that you are being guided towards something greater. Broken relationships can become opportunities for forgiveness and understanding, as you learn that healing often starts from within. So, as you continue on your journey, remember this: you are not alone. While the stones may be heavy and the road may seem daunting, there is always hope. Each time you feel the weight of those burdens, reach out to the love that surrounds you. You can lay those stones down one by one, trusting that you will emerge stronger and more resilient. Let the burdens you carry be transformed into a testament of faith, love, and the unwavering support that is always with you. As you walk forward, may you find the strength to lighten your load and embrace the beautiful journey that lies ahead. But what if I told you that you could set that backpack down? You know the one I mean, the heavy, worn pack filled with the stones of your struggles, fears, and disappointments. Each stone represents a unique challenge you faced, a worry that has kept you awake at night, a heartache that has left you feeling weary. God sees the weight of that backpack. He knows every single stone you carry, the burdens you've taken on in silence. He understands the toll it takes on your spirit, the anxiety that creeps in like a thief in the night, stealing your peace. Just as the sun rises faithfully each morning, dispelling the darkness of night, so too does God's love enter our lives, illuminating our hearts and minds. His presence is a light that reaches even the deepest shadows within us, casting out fear and doubt. Imagine standing in a dark room, every corner filled with shadows, and suddenly a bright light floods in. Those shadows begin to retreat. The darkness has no power where light exists. This is the essence of God's love. It banishes despair, fills the empty spaces, and brings hope where there once was none. In the words of the psalmist, "Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken." These words are an invitation, a loving call to surrender your burdens and to lean into a greater strength, a strength that doesn't falter or break under pressure. We often cling to our worries, thinking they define us, thinking that we must carry them alone. Yet, God gently whispers to us, urging us to release those burdens into His capable hands. Imagine what it would feel like to let go of that heavy backpack, to feel the relief wash over you as you set it down. It's not just a physical act, it's a spiritual one. Surrendering our burdens means trusting that God is bigger than our problems. It means believing that His love is powerful enough to carry our fears, to shoulder our pain. God's love is unfailing, unchanging, and always there to carry you, especially when you feel you cannot take another step. Each day, we are faced with choices: to carry our burdens alone or to place them in God's hands. The decision to lean on Him doesn't mean we will never face difficulties. Rather, it means we do not have to face them alone. The Creator of the universe walks beside us, offering His strength and comfort. Picture Him extending His hand to you, inviting you to take a step back, to breathe, and to find solace in His embrace. When we release our cares to God, we open ourselves to His peace, a peace that transcends all understanding. It's the kind of peace that allows us to sleep soundly even in the storm, to find joy amidst chaos. When we let go of the weight we've been carrying, we create space in our hearts for hope, joy, and renewal. We allow God's love to flow freely into our lives, transforming our pain into purpose, our struggles into testimonies of His faithfulness. So, I encourage you today, set that backpack down. Lay down the stones that weigh you down. Allow God to take them from you, to carry you through your trials, and to fill you with His unwavering love. Trust in His promise that He will sustain you, that He will never let you be shaken. In His arms, you will find rest, healing, and the strength to rise anew. Let this be the moment you embrace the freedom that comes from surrendering to His love. For it is in this surrender that true peace begins. Take a moment now, close your eyes, if you're able, and breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose, filling your lungs, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. As you breathe, allow yourself to feel the weight of all you've been holding on to: the worries, the doubts, the fears. Picture each of these burdens as physical objects, heavy and dense. Visualize them resting upon your shoulders, constricting your spirit and clouding your mind. Now, imagine God beside you, His presence warm and inviting. His hands are open, palms up, beckoning you to release those burdens into His care. Visualize placing each worry, each doubt, each fear into His hands, one by one. Feel the relief as you let them go, as if they were stones dropping into a river, carried away by the current. Trust Him to carry them, to handle them in ways you cannot. Allow your heart to open to His love, letting it replace every ounce of fear, every shadow of doubt. As you continue to breathe, remind yourself of the truth. You are not alone. God is here with you, guiding you through the darkness and into the light. Just for today, let go of your worries. Surrender them, even if only for a moment. You may not see the answers you seek or the resolutions to your struggles, and that's okay. Trust in His timing, His wisdom, and His unfailing love. In this sacred moment, Embrace the peace that enters when you place your trust in Him. Imagine this peace washing over you like a gentle wave, soothing your mind and calming your heart. Feel the tension in your body begin to melt away as you release the grip of anxiety and fear. Know that you are held in the arms of a loving Father who understands your struggles and sees your heart. You don't need to have all the answers, you only need to be willing to let Him in. Allow His Spirit to fill the empty spaces within you, infusing you with hope and strength. Let His love envelop you like a warm blanket on a cold night. You are cherished, you are valued, and you are worthy of His grace. Visualize yourself standing at the edge of a vast, beautiful landscape, a world filled with endless possibilities. This landscape represents your future, full of hope, love, and divine potential. Each step you take forward is a step away from your fears and doubts, moving closer to the life God has designed for you. Feel the earth beneath your feet, steady and reassuring, a reminder that you are grounded in His love. As you stand there, ask God to reveal the next step for you. What is it that you need to embrace? What burdens are still clinging to you? Be open to His gentle whisper guiding you. You might not receive immediate answers, and that's perfectly okay. Embrace the uncertainty, knowing that His plan is unfolding in ways you cannot yet see. Today, make a conscious decision to let go of control and trust in the divine path laid out for you. Surround yourself with reminders of His presence, scripture, music, or nature that speaks to your spirit. Each time a worry creeps back in, pause, take a deep breath, and remember that you have the power to release it once more. Take another deep breath, filling your lungs with love and light. As you exhale, visualize sending out your fears into the universe, where they can be transformed and healed. Allow the serenity that comes from this act to settle deep within you, creating a foundation of trust and hope that cannot be shaken. When you open your eyes, carry this peace with you. Allow it to guide your interactions, your thoughts, and your actions throughout the day. Remember, you are never alone. God is always with you, ready to provide comfort and support. Just be willing to surrender and let Him lead you, step by step, into a future filled with promise and divine purpose. Dear friend, as you navigate the winding paths of life, it's essential to pause and reflect on the profound truth that you are never truly alone on this journey. The world can sometimes feel overwhelming, and the weight of your burdens may seem too heavy to bear. In moments of doubt or despair, it's vital to remember that you are deeply loved, watched over, and held by the One who created the stars and calls each by name. Imagine that the Creator of the universe, with its vast galaxies and intricate wonders, knows you intimately. He understands your struggles, your fears, and your dreams, and He is with you every step of the way. His grace is enough for you. In times of trial, it's easy to feel as though you must face your challenges alone, but that couldn't be further from the truth. His grace flows freely, an endless river of compassion and support that washes over you, reminding you that you are never abandoned. Even when you stumble, His love catches you, lifting you up and restoring your spirit. The Apostle Paul beautifully articulates this in 2 Corinthians 12:9, where he writes, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Your vulnerabilities do not disqualify you. Instead, they become the canvas upon which His strength is painted. So walk with courage. Each step you take is not just a move forward, it is a testament to your faith and resilience. You are not merely wandering through life aimlessly, you are guided by His hand, which leads you through the valleys and onto the mountaintops. Even when the path ahead seems uncertain, trust that He has a purpose for you. The challenges you face are opportunities for growth and transformation, shaping you into the person you are meant to be. You are in a season of becoming, and every experience, whether joyful or painful, plays a role in that divine design. Let go of your worries. The burdens you carry do not have to weigh you down. In Matthew 11:28, Jesus invites you to come to Him. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Imagine laying your worries at His feet, releasing them into His capable hands. When you relinquish control, you create space for His peace to fill your heart and mind. It's in that space that you can truly begin to feel His presence, comforting, reassuring, and steadfast. Step forward in faith, for He is with you always. Each new day is an opportunity to lean into that truth. Embrace the uncertainty of life with a heart full of hope, knowing that He is orchestrating every detail for your good. Your journey may not always align with your plans, but His plans are infinitely greater. Trust that He knows what you need, even before you ask. In the quiet moments, when doubt creeps in, remind yourself of His faithfulness in the past. Recall the times He showed up when you least expected it, the blessings that seemed like mere coincidences, but were, in fact, divine interventions. As you move through your day, carry this message in your heart. You are never alone. Let it resonate with you, lifting your spirit and fortifying your resolve. Surround yourself with reminders of His love, scripture, prayer, and the support of fellow believers who encourage you in your walk of faith. Together, you can uplift one another, sharing stories of triumph and resilience, a testament to His goodness. In conclusion, dear friend, take heart. You are loved beyond measure. The Creator of the universe walks alongside you, guiding your steps and enveloping you in His grace. No matter what lies ahead, remember that His strength is perfect in your weakness. Embrace the journey with courage and faith, for you are never alone. With each step forward, let His love be your anchor and His promises your guide. You are cherished, and your life is a beautiful reflection of His light in the world.